Every designer has their unique way to deliver the creative logo. In this video, I'm showing you every step that you might want to know. Hello team, this is Wavex Puzon. Welcome to my channel. Next episode of Design System will premiere this Monday. Till then, you can enjoy my logo design process. And please watch the video till the end for the pro tips. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All we know that every project is started with the client brief, and today I got the brief from my client called Atlas Quality Consulting, and they want their logo to be redesigned. As you can see here, the brief is very short and sweet. Here you can see I'm highlighting the main word, which might be the keyword for this project, just like some blue, hint of gold, simple. And this is the one way that you can extract the keyword from the brief. That will be lot helpful for the further steps. So what are the key features the logos should have? Logo should be memorable, logo should be iconic, logo should be remarkable, and logo should be simple. So in this project we're creating the logo which is more like iconic and simple as well, and this is what client wants. Let me go to the website first and see the current logo. So the current logo is here. I usually create multiple artboards while I am working, and I always copy the artworks and paste it into another artboard before doing tweaks so that I can have the original one safe. Here I am pasting the current logo also. We will use it when we select the colors from it. After analyzing the brief properly, I always search for their competitors' logo. In this project, client has not given any competitors list, so I am searching it by myself. So here I have listed 7 different logos. Some of them have text only logos, some of them have both icons and text, some have bold fonts, some have lighter one. And here are the logos which are sent by the client. It is clear that they want iconic logo, because if you can see here, all of the logos have their own icon. Next step is the ideation phase. I always create a mood board so that my brain has straight vision on what I am sketching. So what's a mood board? It's an arrangement of images, materials, and pieces of text. By creating mood boards, you can have a clear direction while you're brainstorming the concept. I usually list a text as a hashtag and map it. Here you can see the text. One word can have various synonyms, and those synonyms have further meanings. Here I am focusing on the text consulting. Consulting is supporting their business. It has a meaning of let's grow together. Consulting agencies act as a bridge between their clients and their clients' goal. Consultants support their clients' business. And the word support has a subtle meaning of binding. That's why I'm using this binding as a keyword for the sketch. Next step is the sketching phase. I love paperworks. I usually sketch on the white paper. I don't really care about the grid while sketching. It's a flow of your creativity. Let it flow. By setting my mood from the mood board, I'm trying to bind the letter A with letter Q. I am using pencil and paper here. You don't have to be a sketch artist to sketch the logo. Just draw it and see the idea flowing. I am more focusing on creating icon where two letters themselves support each other like consultants and their clients do. Among all of them, I find it more accurate and more iconic. So I'm going to use it for the next step. So the next step is creating icon using logo grid. I scanned my drawing and pasted it to my artboard. Here you can see the logo I chose, and I'm converting it to geometric shape using the logo grid system. A logo grid is a tool used to help create shapes with geometric harmony in the process of building a logo. Logo grids are often called construction guides as well, depending on the shape of the grid or guidelines used. I'm creating circles and lines to make my sketch. Let me align it properly to center by selecting all the shapes. For now, I'm happy with the shapes. Let me copy it and create a new artboard. I'm going to name it Creation. Let me paste the shape which I recently copied from the sketch artboard. I usually do the outline mode activated to see if the shapes are aligned properly. By pressing Ctrl or Command Y, you can toggle the outline mode on and off. In this step, you have too many back and forth processes until you are happy with the result. I think this shape is now okay. You can see two horizontal lines in the middle. The gap between these two lines is actually an amount of space, and the space amount will be applied to the whole icon. You need to take a look at the width of the shapes and the amount of the space between them. I'm selecting all shapes and right click to convert it to guide, and that's it. Our guide is ready. Let me create a circle following the guide by pressing Alt and Shift key. Let me copy it and paste it into place and make it bigger to match our outer guide. As I said earlier, you have to focus on the width of shape. To get the exact width of the letter Q here, I'm creating a rectangle from the edge of the small circle to the outer one. Outline mode is activated to see if the rectangle is aligned properly, and I'm stretching it by pressing the Alt key. By pressing the Alt key while you are scaling, the shapes get resized symmetrically. Let me drag it to the center and rotate it to match the diagonal guide. And again I'm copying it and rotating it to fit to the other diagonal guide. Just make sure that your shape is aligned properly to the guide. I'm zooming it to see if the center point of the rectangle is intersected to guide or not. Main shapes are ready. Now let's focus on the spacing. I'm selecting a rectangle tool and dragging it from the top horizontal line to the bottom one. You can see the vertical height of the rectangle is the amount of the space we are using. Let me rotate it and align it to the edge of the small circle. I'm decreasing the opacity here by 85% and changing the stroke color to red. I'm duplicating it and doing the same to the other side of the same circle. And I'm creating another circle between these two rectangles. Again, I'm duplicating it. This time I'm aligning to this diagonally aligned rectangle. Let me duplicate it and align it to another one. You can see here how an activating outline mode helps to align the shape perfectly. I'm selecting two slanted rectangles and changing their color to yellow so that we can differentiate the shapes from the spacing. Next step is the icon creation. I am creating the icon using Shape Builder tool from this grid. You can unlock the guide as well so that you can copy the whole thing and paste it somewhere. In this way you can have a full backup. I'm duplicating whole things here and again lock the guides. I'm selecting yellow color rectangle and selecting Shape Builder tool, dragging it to form a shape of A and removing the excessive part by pressing the Alt key and drag. By selecting the Direct Selection tool, you can activate the anchor and you see a small circle right below the anchor point. I'm dragging it to the bottom and you can see the pointed corner is now rounded. Here I am showing you that by selecting all the shapes and using the Shape Builder tool, you can have various intersecting geometric shapes. Now I am creating the letter Q shape. This time I'm selecting two circles, one slanted red rectangle and the letter A shape. As you can see here, the tail of the letter Q is quite longer. I'm trimming it off. For this, let me select the inner circle and duplicate it and scale up to fit the tip of the diagonal guide. This time I'm selecting all shapes by selecting the shape builder tool. I'm going to drag it to have my desired icon. Let me select these two shapes only and copy it by pressing Ctrl or Command C. And in the new artboard, I'm pasting it. In this way, we can create an icon. This icon is perfectly shaped and also rightly proportioned. Let me have them the same fill color. You can check if any anchor point is misplaced by converting it to outline mode. Here you can see there is excess anchor on the letter A. Simply remove it by selecting the Delete Anchor Pane tool. And that's it. I'm very satisfied with the end result. I have achieved a perfect icon. So far we have done analysis, we have done research, we have sketched, and we have done logo grading. In the next step, I'm trying some shades of color. Let me create a new artboard here and name it Color. I'm grabbing the current color palette from the current logo here. If you are trying a new logo and wanna have a color palette, then please check Color Hunt or color.co website. If you remember, my client wants a blue that is more like a clinical one, and I think the lighter blue colors are commonly used in this clinical industry. So I'm grabbing the light blue color from one of her competitors' logos and similar light shades of gold to match the lighter blue. Let me drag it to the new artboard and try these two different shades. I'm going to present these color shades to her. In the next step, I'm trying some serious fonts to match this icon. I'm seeing here in the reference logos, here is text, Altus quality and clinical consulting right below it. I'm trying the font here. There is always a good combination of light font and bold font while creating a logo. I'm using Leto font as a bold and Railway as a lighter one. Let me apply this shade of color to the text as well. If you remember our keyword, we only use sans serif fonts. I'm creating more variants. So that the client have an option to choose. Let's add an icon here with the text. I'm creating 4 variations of the logo which I'm going to present to my client. And one thing to remember, logos should be clearly visible and meaningful even if you have one solid color. If you are going to make a stamp, then the logos should look good as well. That's why I'm checking the logo on the both black and white backgrounds here. And this is it. I will present these variations to my client. Hope she is going to like it, and don't be afraid of revisions. We have every shape backed up and we can redo the process from wherever we want. Thank you for watching the video till the end, and don't forget to watch the pro tips also, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Tip number 1. Always test your artwork. You can export the icon as PNG image and upload it to Google Image. Google will show you visually similar images. In this way, you can check your artwork if it is original or not. Sometimes the icon you made might match with others' artwork. In this case, you have to tweak it to make it unique. Tip number 2. Always present your logo with mockups. Some designer might not focus on creating mockups, but from the client perspective, it works a lot. In my experience, if you present to them with mockups, they can have an idea on how their logo would look on it. You can put their logo on a t-shirt or in a notebook. Tip number 3. Check the font from the image. If you have logo in JPG format and not sure of what font it is, don't be worried. You can simply crop the text part and export it as JPG, and in the browser search for the term "what the font." It is a cool feature created by myfonts.com. I usually use it. It's simple, only you have to upload your cropped text image, then press OK. Here you can see the bunch of similar fonts.